Sunday night sound session with John Moore and DJ Hyphen on KUBE 93.
Alright, y'all, DJ Hyphen,
J Moore.
Sunday night sound session right now in here with superstar, international superstar in the building. Introduce yourself.
Man, I'm the game, man.
It's just that simple. So, you're about to drop the third studio album, LAX. That's coming out next month. Before we get into that, something I've always wondered just from a fan perspective. How'd you get the name The Game?
Oh, man, when I was young, I just was good at everything, man. My grandmother, she from the South, so she used to say that I was game for everything. I guess that's like, a saying that they have down there. She say that boy game for anything. He'll do anything, man. I used to hop off roofs on my skateboard, man. I made like guns out of 2x4s with nails and rubber bands, and like used to shoot like bottle tops at my brothers and sisters. Like played basketball, swam. I was fast. I ran track. I played baseball, football, like video games. Like I was just crazy, man. I had game, man, since I was like 5 years old.
Yeah, I always thought it kind of stemmed from the basketball thing, because obviously we know you can play. Did you have another rap name, perhaps slightly more embarrassing, like in the late '80s or something?
No, because game was always my nickname. So when it came to choose a rap name, like I didn't even think of my nickname, because I've been living with that. And man, I remember I had like Mike Rockwell, you know what I'm saying? Because I rocked Mike Well. Like I had like
Game Ski.
I had like some crazy names, man. And the one that I was gonna run with was I had Khakis and Chucks. But it seemed like Khakis and Chucks was two people, but I was only one, so it didn't really work. And so my sister was just like, "Why don't you just call yourself Game, stupid?" And I was just like, "Yeah. Well, let's put dough." Because Dr. Dre always had the doctor. He wasn't just Dre. You know what I'm saying? Easy wasn't just E. He had the Easy, so I needed like my little duh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So The Game. But I hate when people like yo, Mr. The Game. Like, hey, The Game. Like, just call me Game, man. Like, who put me? That's just crazy, man. But yeah, that's how it happened.
So speaking of balling, did you make it up to WSU to ball?
Nah, I ain't never been up there. Yeah, I never been up there, man. But anyway they got a ram in the neck, I definitely serve. Oh, you talking about the college?
Yeah, the college. Like
Washington State is right up here in Washington, over in Pullman. Did you actually make it out there to check out the campus at all? Because I can't picture The Game in Pullman, Washington.
Yeah, man. I was there, man. And then before the first semester started, man, I got homesick and I did the wrong things, man. And I got like paperwork down at the where you don't want your paperwork, man. They sent me back home, man. It was just a wrap, man. I just was too young and influenced by the wrong crowd when I first got there. Wazoo for summer school, and it was a wrap from the beginning, man. It was just I was doomed, man. I should just went somewhere else, man.
All right, so on the court, what's the best aspect of your game?
Oh, I got crazy hops still.
Word. What position do you play?
Two.
Okay.
Two guard all day, man.
Well, your decision to get into music definitely worked out well for you, and like we say, you're about to drop the third album, LAX, next month. Are we still looking at August 26th for the release date? I know it's been pushed back a couple times.
Yeah. August 26th, that's it. It's a wrap. That's the release date, and it's going down, man. You know what I'm saying? See if I can sell more than 96,000 the first week.
As an artist, who's finished a piece of art, a piece of work, wants to put it on display, how frustrating is it for you to like have things delayed and pushed back? I know it's a natural part of the business, but I know you know what I'm saying, on the mixtape thing, always burning it up and just putting joints out there. I know you're a passionate dude, an articulate, lyrical dude. Is there any frustration in just having them delays, or you're like, I want to get my joint out now?
Nah, most of the delays be me. The label wanted to put it out. The first date I had was July 1st. And I just wasn't finished. Like the album wasn't 100% the way that I wanted it, so I kept taking long. And every time they would be like, "Well, this is the last day. If you want to meet that July 1st date," I would be like, "Oh, okay." Then I would push, and then I didn't get it done. But I finally got it done. They gave me an August 26th date, and I was cool with it. So anytime my album get pushed back, it's most of the time probably my fault because I be dragging my feet at the end. Because when I'm creating, my music, man, I just want it to be 100%. I want to be 100% happy with it before I put it in stores.
No doubt. So the title LAX, obviously, it's Los Angeles' main airport, but why did that name fit this project?
It's just the life and times, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the life and times of Jason Terrell Taylor, man. And it's probably gonna be my last studio recorded album. I'm gonna fall back and focus on building my label, my artists, and my producers, and just be behind the scenes, man.
Put out Khakis and Chuck.
Never.
All right. We were running your new single, and one of our favorite joints right now. There's the Dope Boys with Travis Barker. What made you get on there with him to spice up those drums?
Oh man, I met Travis at a club one night a couple years back, man. And we've been friends ever since, and I always, say that I'm gonna go by his crib and let him get on the drums or something. But after the Doctor's Advocate was already wrapped up, so we didn't get to do it on then. So I heard Dope Boys, and I was like, it'd be crazy if I had Travis on the drums, and I took it to his crib, and he killed it, man.
Speaking of production, you've always had like a really dope ear for beats. You know what I'm saying? What is it that you look for, particularly when you get like submissions of beat CDs? Like what is it that you look for? Because one of the things that is definitely true in terms of consistency throughout all your projects is like the production is like just stellar.
Yeah. The difference between me and other artists is beat CDs you can keep. I don't do that. You got to come in and cook me something. I'm not keen to getting beat CDs or emails. I don't even like that. The thing that's special about this album is that everything was made for me. The way that I wanted. I was co-producer on damn near every song on my album, and everybody that's featured on the album was in my studio. Like, it was no track sent out and then sent back, and none of that. Everybody was actually in the studio, and that's the way that I recorded. If anybody, didn't want to come by and work, then they weren't on the album. And so everybody that's on the album, came by and supported me, and we really made history, man. From Common to Kanye West to Ice Cube to Nas to Busta Rhymes to Swizz Beatz, Timbaland, Scott Storch, Just Blaze, Kool and Dre, JR, like everybody was in the studio, man, for this album.
So speaking of Kool and Dre, obviously they did the first single that kind of leaked off there, Big Dreams, but now there's rumors that that's not going to be on the album. What's going on with that?
Nah, I just got out of jail and I went to I talked to Kool and Dre, and they said they made something for me. And I went to the studio, I recorded Big Dreams, put it out the same night, and it never was going to be on the album, but it was just something for the streets, to let everybody know that I was back and that LAX is on the way.
No doubt. So you have a ton of unreleased material over the years, and also for this project. I know online the rumored track listing for this project is like 40 songs deep, which obviously is not enough for just one album. So do you have any plans maybe in the future to put out like a lost tape style album?
I think by now I've got a Tupac catalog. I recorded over 220 songs for this album, and so 40 is about 180 short of what what I went in on. But we picked the best 16 songs, and they'll be on the album. And track listing, I haven't even gave Interscope the real track listing yet, so the track listings on the internet are got to be completely false, man. And just wait, man. It's another month and a couple days, and then you had a real thing. But I do the same thing with every album. 2 weeks, 2 weeks before I drop my album, after we throw the radio the clean version, and then we get the buzz up. And Weezy took my formula, by the way, and did that with the Carter 3. But we that's the homie, and we just gonna come out. We're gonna sell as many records as we can.
Speaking of the 220 tracks, out of that 220, which is, like, I know it's hard to choose, like choosing kids, but which is one of your favorite tracks?
My favorite song on the album would probably be a song called Let Us Live. It's with Chrisette Michele, and it's just a style reminiscent of one of my favorite rappers, which is Nas, and he on the album too, not on that song, but the song is just dope. Scott Storch did the beat, and I've had the beat for this song since my last album, and I kept it because I knew it was going to be something, and it turned out to be a classic, and it probably will be, but that's my favorite song on this album.